Hello, everybody. It's your main man, Berksit here, and I'm gonna be telling you upon one of the 5 worst cars to own around this time. So let's get into it already. I always admired Jeeps upon how different their cars were made, such as the Wranglers or even the Gladiator or even the Grand Wagoneers. My main focus is going to be on the 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This vehicle would run the basic Mopar 3.6-liter V6 engine trim utilizing 290 horsepower. Now, this car's electrical system was defined as faulty since there are many reports of the fuel pump relay not working, other problems such as the car leading to being stalled at random times, or the actual push start button not starting the car at all, or just the car just being hard to start in general. Basically, starter issues. It would sound like the car's fuse box would tend to malfunction and lead to other issues such as basic necessities in the car not functioning, though the main culprit of these errors would be for the reason of the TIP module. Mechanically, the car was sound and reliable, but due to the electrical system faulting at times, this would lead to headache and frustration for the owner just trying to go on with their basic daily routines without the module and a fat-ass repair bill blocking the vision of the horizon. Think about it. You go over here and you drop about $31,000 on a brand new car, and it's the year 2011. Then a few months later, you got to go right back to the same dealership that you bought the car from, all because your car just cannot start in general. Your battery's good, your engine's good, but the starter is just complete piece of shit. The Kia Sorento, one of the more classier vehicles for all types of moms. Yep, that's right. Love you, Mom. The Kia Sorento is one of the Kia's most mainstream and primarily marketed SUV since the Kia Borrego. Production of this car started all the way back in 2002 and is still ongoing today. Though there are still common problems with them even before reaching 100,000 miles, especially our main focus, the 2012 model. Like, dog, when I say this car was a real POS, don't take that with a grain of salt. If you were to buy this car, picture this, you drunk off your ass like you're in Mexico for the weekend. You wanted to make some quick cash all of a sudden. So, you being disoriented as fuck, not properly thinking straight, bet your decades worth of savings on a horse race, and somehow you bet on a 3-legged horse. A 3-legged horse, yeah, you hear me, a 3-legged horse. Not even the cross-eyed motherfucker, not even the Down syndrome ass having motherfucker. A 3-legged horse, my fellow citizen. This SUV will run a 4-cylinder 2.41-liter GDI or a 3.5 V6, but the main focus is the 4-cylinder. Dog, this engine would constantly shit itself like a lactose intolerant man waking up in the middle of the night after eating 2 cheesy beef burritos from Taco Bell. And I'm not kidding. Problems like head gaskets blowing, bearings failing, metal residue being left over and causing a fire straight from the block, and the engine just seizing because of the manufacturing defects, which explains the assload of recalls for the nearest Kia Optima in a 5-mile radius, basically in your own neighborhood. So realistically, stay away from this car. Just stay away from this car. If you're getting this car for your fucking 19-year-old or 18-year-old or just 17-year-old kid, don't do this. Do not do this, because I promise they're gonna be out of a car in the next month. So stay away from this car unless you want to finance a 5-figure repair bill for every 2 years. Maybe with a little bit of warranty work, you can be able to get that for free, but I highly doubt that. Maybe $4,000 to $5,000 at the least. 2005 Nissan Pathfinder. Now, the only fluid that should be present within the transmission is its own fluid, but that's not really the case for the 2005 Nissan Pathfinder. You see, the 2005 Nissan Pathfinder was the 3rd generation of the Pathfinder family. This car would run a 4.0-liter 6-cylinder engine with a 270 horsepower using a 5-speed transmission. This engine was a VQ40DE. Now, the basic line of problems that this car would run into and consist of is the timing chain issues, catalytic converters going out in relation to the Nissan Titan and the Nissan Armada around that time. Also, and most importantly, transmission failure. You see, the radiators really weren't that good. They were not that good after 100,000 miles, leading to coolant leaking into the transmission. Like, what the fuck? This would happen through the hoses rupturing or even the radiator cracking over time and leading to the contamination of its own transmission fluid. Yeah, so we're just gonna do a transmission service, right?
Yeah, of course.
Bro, what is this?
Strawberry milkshake?
Man, what the? Wonder how that happens even furthermore, but I'm not even gonna explain that. You can just see it when it's contaminated, but that's only until your car just starts breaking down on the side of the road. Once again, with these damn transmissions, these damn manufacturers that don't know how to ban these damn transmissions, talking to you, Chevrolet, comes in with a surprising entry to the list. The 2019 Toyota RAV4. Surprisingly, the 2019 RAV4 is a compact SUV that runs a 2.5 liter four-cylinder engine working with 203 horsepower and a gas mileage of 2635, which is really, really good. I mean, this is Toyota that we're talking about. I'm not gonna lie. Give me $8,000. Just like the Nissan Pathfinder, the 2019 RAV4 was also the 5th generational debut of this certain model. Overall, this vehicle would barely have any type of common problems because, I mean, this is Toyota, for example. But there was common problems like misfires, coolant leaks, oil consumption, and even faulty electrical components. Because you gotta admit, this is Toyota, not a freaking Chevy or a freaking Jeep that we're talking about. One of the most reliable car brands in the world. But it just goes to show that nobody's perfect. Even the best isn't perfect. Generally, all the problems that I just named off were just pertaining to the engine. But let's say that the real main problem starts at the transmission. Now, there's been reports of the transmission rough shifting, lurching at slow speeds, and vigorous vibrations. In one instance, the transmission will constantly slip and fail to reach the next gear. But generally, that's honestly it. Other than that, there's not really much more I can say. It's just a lot of reports of just the transmission slipping and just not underperforming. But if you really think I'm done naming off transmissions, oh, just you wait for this last entry. Nissan, you're gonna love this one. First off, let me get this straight. Just because this car is being listed as the last does not mean it was the worst car around this time, actually. Let me just correct any assumptions that are being made right now. Last but not least, I got the 2002 Ford Explorer. The Explorer, based upon its trim being the Cologne, would run a 4.0 liter V6 running 210 horsepower and 254 pounds of torque. For the modular trim, 4.6 liter V8 using a 5-speed transmission, 240 horsepower and 280 pounds of torque. This particular Explorer is also the 3rd generation variant of its family, just like the Pathfinder and the Sorento. So realistically, let's just get straight to the point. You can maintain that car's engine as good as you want, but it still can't help the fact that the transmission is at staying in good condition when you have catastrophic transmission failure from all these symptoms like slipping, constant ugly noises, vibrations, shuddering, even fucking defective overdrive. Holy shit, that's terrible. Can't have shit in this car until you drop over $2,000 in repairs on a fucking transmission. That's just in parts, my boy. Don't even get me started on the labor. This car's transmission got real out of hand. It got real out of hand like your damn uncle's alcohol addiction after his second divorce. But hold on now, let me stop you right there. Sorry about that. I think I went kind of out of control with that one. But just remember, at the end of the day, every car will have its own dedicated problems, which shows that no things are perfect either. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you share the video. And make sure you drop that LS, baby. That LS. And we ain't not talking LS3. We talking about like and subscribe 3. You said what's the 3 for, you ask? You like and subscribe 3 times. You shared it 3 friends. 3 friends for each and every LS3 that gets dropped in a Toyota Camry. Thank you so much. Thank you.